Hi everyone, you're welcome to Little Queen Esther's hair journey. My name is Ranibel Sato, and of course this is Little Queen Esther. And into this video we are going to be looking at natural ways to stimulate and boost hair growth on your little one's hair. But before we get into the video proper, I just want to officially welcome you once again to this channel. If this is your first time stopping by, this is a space where we look at how to take care of your little one's delicate hair. Good habits, good lifestyles, good routines, good products, good everything that you need to adopt so that they can maintain that soft and beautiful hair that they always and usually have. So everyone, welcome once again. Like I said, we are looking at how to stimulate growth of hair on your little one's hair. Some children are born with a head full of hair already, but some children are born with without so much hair or without hair at all. And there are equally some children who are born with a head full of hair, but later, because of cradle cap or one thing or another, their hair gets damaged or their hair starts falling off, and it becomes paramount that we look at natural ways to boost hair growth on the little one's hair. I just want to also indicate or state that these little ones are already they are so cute innocently. Maybe it's how innocent they look, that they do not need maybe a head full of hair to be beautiful. They are always so nice, so sweet. So it's not like I'm saying you should do it if it's not an option, or you should do it if your baby does not have. It's just for people who love, there are some people who really love to see hair or to have hair on their little one's head. So if you are one of such people, stay tuned as we look at this my tips that I've learned along the years. I would also love to let you know that I've been a hairdresser for a while. I think about 7 years now. I've been a hairdresser. I'm a journalist by profession, but I've always been keen and passionate about hairdressing. So along the years, I've gathered some experience, and I can boldly say I can give some advice when it comes to hair care and maintaining a good hair texture. So I want us to first of all look at some of the things that damage hair or that will slow the rate of hair growth on your little one's hair. Normally, we know that things like genetics have a very, very big role to play, like where a child is born, especially if you are coming from Cameroon, where I come from. There are people there are tribes where people who are born from that tribe usually have so much hair, like Esther and her sister. You already know they are from Bafut. They are Bafut girls because of the amount of hair they have. And usually people native from that part of Cameroon always have so much hair. I also know that people from Ghana have had a majority of Ghanaians that I have braided. They have so much hair. So genetics have a lot to play. I don't know, Esther is a little bit fidgety because I've put down all of the volume of her cocoa melon. So I don't know, maybe I'll put on a little so that she can be listening while we are talking. Let me add a little volume for you. See, it's playing. See. So you have to go down again so that we can talk. Okay, so there are so many factors, like I was saying, that affect the length, the texture, the amount or quantity of hair a baby should have. But there are also certain things that influence certain artificial or certain things within our reach or our environment that influence the kind of texture of hair that our babies would eventually have. Okay, are you gonna sit down? So we have things like pollution, things like lifestyle, even nutrition, stress, even the kind of hairstyles that we do on the little one's hair will also determine how healthy or how strong their hair would eventually be. I know just by naming all of those things you already understand. Even using strong or hard products on their hair when they are not yet at least one is a no, it's a dangerous move. So if you have to play with products, if you want to put some products, I'll advise that you opt only for natural products, natural organic products. No products that have been processed, that preservatives have been added, that dyes and other chemical products have been added. They are dangerous for the little one's hair because everything about them is still so soft and so fragile, and so we do not want to put anything that is heavy on the hair that will cause it to shrink. So enough of the talking already. Let us just look at my tips, some of my tips that you need to do or adopt to stimulate that hair growth on your little one's hair. First thing on my list is that you should not wash your baby's hair every day. I know this will sound funny or absurd, yeah, because sometimes when I tell people, they be like, really? Why? How? But it is really important that you do not wash your little one's hair every day, because I don't know how to properly explain, but washing their hair every day will strip it off of the natural oils, of their natural oils or protective oils on the hair. So it's going to leave the hair soft, fragile, brittle, and susceptible to damage or attacks from the environment and every other thing. It's going to leave their hair dry, weak. So you should not wash your little one's hair every day. My recommendation is twice a week. When Esther was born, I would wash twice, sometimes 3 times a week, but right now I wash her hair once in a week. I wash her hair just 1 time in a week. And secondly, my second tip is that you should moisturize your baby's hair every blessed day. Like every morning, you should make sure you moisturize their hair, because it's already soft, it's already, even their skin is soft, it's delicate. You just need to be careful to pamper it the same way you have to pamper their hair. Make sure it's not left dry, it's not left unkempt or chunky. The more you leave it like that, the more it becomes stuck together. So every morning, like I also do that on Esther, every morning when she gets up, I just, like the style she has on her hair, this can last her, it will last her 1 week before her next wash, because every morning I just get up and I spray some water and put in the coconut and olive oil and chebe oil mixture on her hair. I just mix everything together, brush it and hold it into the same bun. I will change the style only when I'm washing her hair again. So you should do that. Sometimes I even moisturize her hair twice in a day. Like later in the evening, when if I notice her hair is getting dry again, I will not mind to add in some oil onto her hair. And the next option, my next tip, is that you should comb or massage your baby's hair every time, ever so often. If it's possible to do it every day, if it's possible to do it twice in a day, you should do that, especially when they are still small and they are not all over the place. Like this is particularly for people who have newborns, or for people who are still who are pregnant and they know they are going to be having a baby girl or a baby boy. So if you want to grow your baby's hair, you should learn this trick. you know, it helps. Like when you brush the hair and massage it, it helps with blood circulation, which is really, really important. This is a real booster to hair growth because it improves hair blood circulation on their scalp, and it just you know, it just helps, it just stimulates hair growth. This is very important. Sometimes you just brush, it's first of all soothing, it's soothing. Sometimes they will sleep, they'll relax, especially when they are small. Not now when, you know, they are all over the place. I used to use depending on the length of their hair, you can use a big toothbrush, or you use a big tooth comb, or you use a brush. So when she was smaller, I was using this, and when her curls were getting a little bit longer, when her hair was getting a little bit longer, I would use this one. This one is really good. I love it. It's helpful, and it brushes out her hair so fast, especially if I put in the if I spray in some water and I put in some oil. So it will help to always leave their hair nice, soft, moisturized, and tangle free. Another very, very important tip is that you should always use a satin protective bonnet or sheet on their pillows. It is very, very, very important, because if you notice, most babies usually lose a lot of hair at the back of their head. If it's not cradle cap will be at the front. So others will have it at the back of their head, because when they sleep when they lie down on their pillows, you know, the cotton and the hair, they will scrub or rub against each other, and the process of the hair rubbing in between the cotton sheets or linen sheets or whatever sheet, it's pulling back and forth, you know. It's even making the baby's hair rough and strong, and you know. So it's very, very important that you should line their hair with satin bonnet or silk, I think polyester also, yeah, but any material that is, you know, that is soft, that will just slide every time they sleep. It will slide. I did not know where to get a satin bonnet for Esther when she was born. I just found a place that I'm going to get it now. But since she was born, I've lined all of her sheets with satin covering. Yeah, even when she's in the parlor, you know, I always put satin something. That way the back of her hair is always okay. And I put a lot of oil and water on that part, because, you know, they rub it a lot, they rub it against each other a lot. No, it's not time to eat, it's time to talk. We are going to eat when we are done, okay? And this is also very important. I said it already. You should be very mindful of the kind of products that you put in your baby's hair. Yes, I've resorted to the oils because they are really light, they are not heavy, and you know, they are just okay for me. I don't want to put in so much on her hair that will become heavy again on her little strands, little hair. So you should just be mindful, opt for simple things. Finally, on my tip, on my list of the tips that you should do to maintain to boost hair growth for your little one, is that you should adopt a hair care routine for them. Like, let them get used to a hair care routine. There is also the kind of hairstyles that you do on your little one's head or on their hair. The kind of hairstyles that you fix for them. Yes, some are really dangerous. Some, like pulling them so hard, I don't think it's a good idea. So I'm really a fan of gentle things, gentle, simple, mild, you know, just a little for me will always go a long way. So I think if you can just get a little accessories, you know, that sometimes you can just put them together, make them look neat and kempt. That will be all. That will be good. You know, like I used to say, they're already so innocently cute and beautiful that they don't need so much they don't need so much to look beautiful or cute. So that is it. And one important thing we all should put in mind is that the hair takes time to grow. So you should not immediately expect that the hair should grow like so fast or so immediately. You know, it takes some time. Some children have some people will have their hair grow so fast. Some people have a rather slow rate of hair growth. So too with babies and infants. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow. So do not worry or do not stress or do not, you know, over get disturbed if your little one's hair is growing rather slowly. Just maybe look at some of these tips or tricks that I've mentioned and try to involve them in your little one's hair care routine. And I trust and I believe that is going to improve so much on the length and texture and quality and quantity of their hair. So that is it. That is what we had for you today. I hope it helps you one way or another. And if there are so many things that damage children's hair these days, so I would really advise that you pay some attention, you create some time, create a routine and take care of your little one's hair. It's really important that you adopt these healthy lifestyles, because like I used to say, their hair is also their crown, and you know, it will go a long way to add to their innocent, beautiful and cute faces. So that is it. Thank you all so very much for your time again today. It's always a pleasure having you all, and I'll be looking forward to see you again in the next video. Bye. Say bye to everyone. Say hey though. Hey though. What is that? Where are you looking? Say hey though.
Hello.
Say bye. Bye bye.
Vive again.